My beloved child. There is a moment happening right now that you cannot see, but you can feel it. A shift. A realization. A truth surfacing. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a sudden flash of light in a dark room. They did not expect it. They did not prepare for it. And yet, it is undeniable. Don't skip this part, because what I am about to reveal is connected directly to you. For a long time, they saw only what was easy to see. The calm surface. The quiet strength. The patience you carried without applause. They thought they understood you. They believed they had you figured out. But something changed. And when it changed, everything changed. They discovered your resilience. Not the loud kind. Not the kind that demands attention. The silent resilience. The one that wakes up every morning despite doubt. The one that keeps going when no one claps. The one that chooses kindness even after disappointment. That discovery has unsettled them in a way they cannot explain. Because now they see what you are truly capable of. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a moment when they noticed how you handled pressure. Where others reacted, you reflected. Where others complained, you recalibrated. Where others gave up, you grew quieter and stronger. That quiet growth is what surprised them. They did not expect depth. They did not expect clarity. They did not expect you to evolve without permission. And yet here you are. They are beginning to understand that you were never small. You were simply focused. Focused on healing. Focused on learning. Focused on becoming. And now that your growth is visible, it has landed in their awareness like something powerful and undeniable. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a realization they cannot unsee. It is the realization that you are no longer waiting. You are no longer shrinking to make others comfortable. You are no longer explaining your worth. You are no longer doubting your direction every time someone questions you. That shift has changed the way they look at you. Don't skip, because this next part matters deeply. They thought they had time. Time to overlook you. Time to misunderstand you. Time to assume you would always be available at the same emotional level you once were. But growth does not wait. Transformation does not pause for someone else's convenience. And now they see the difference. They see the confidence in your silence. They see the boundaries in your calm responses. They see the vision in your eyes. It has hit them that you are stepping into something greater. And here is the part they did not expect: your glow is not loud. It is steady. It is grounded. It is earned. That kind of energy changes rooms. That kind of presence shifts dynamics. That kind of self-awareness makes people rethink everything they once believed about you. Something huge is waiting for you, but first you must understand this: their realization is proof of your evolution. You did not announce it. You did not force it. You became it. There was a time when they underestimated your capacity. They mistook your kindness for weakness. They mistook your patience for passivity. They mistook your silence for uncertainty. Now they see the truth. Your kindness was strength under control. Your patience was discipline. Your silence was strategy. And that discovery has stirred something inside them. Stay till the end, because this is where it becomes powerful. When someone finally sees your value after overlooking it, it does something to them. It creates reflection. It creates questions. It creates a quiet realization that they may have misjudged you. And the most surprising part? You did not change to prove them wrong. You changed to grow right. That is what makes this moment different. They are not reacting to noise. They are responding to presence. They are not startled by drama. They are moved by consistency. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a wave of clarity. They see that you are no longer seeking validation. They see that you are comfortable walking alone if necessary. They see that your standards have risen, not out of pride, but out of self-respect. And that realization has shifted the balance. Don't skip this next truth. The discovery is not just about your strength. It is about your peace. They expected you to break under pressure. Instead, you built boundaries. They expected you to chase approval. Instead, you chose alignment. They expected you to react emotionally. Instead, you responded intentionally. Peace like that is powerful. It signals growth. It signals maturity. It signals readiness. And readiness changes everything. Something huge is waiting for you because when others finally see your value, opportunities begin to rearrange themselves around you. Doors that once felt closed begin to feel lighter. Conversations shift in tone. Energy changes direction. Not because you demanded it, but because you embodied it. Here is what makes this moment once in a lifetime. You are witnessing the return of recognition. Recognition that was delayed. Recognition that was underestimated. Recognition that now feels undeniable. They see the way you carry yourself. They see the way you no longer over-explain. They see the way you trust your instincts. And it has hit them that you are stepping into a new chapter. Stay till the end, because this chapter is only beginning. There is a difference between being noticed and being understood. For a long time, you were noticed. But now, you are being understood. They understand that your growth was intentional. They understand that your silence was thoughtful. They understand that your distance was protective, not dismissive. And that understanding has created a shift in their perception. Perception shapes behavior. Behavior shapes outcomes. Outcomes shape futures. Do you see where this is going? The discovery has realigned how they approach you. There is more respect in their tone. More attention in their listening. More care in their words. Because they now recognize that you are not someone to be taken lightly. Don't skip, because this realization is part of your reward. You did not rush your evolution. You did not broadcast your healing. You did not force your transformation to be seen. And yet, it has been seen. That is the power of authenticity. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a reminder that growth cannot be ignored forever. It may be overlooked for a season. It may be underestimated for a time. But eventually, it becomes too visible to deny. You are in that visibility now. And here is the final truth for this moment. This discovery is not the peak. It is the beginning. Because when someone realizes your true value, it does not just change how they see you. It changes how they treat you. It changes how they speak about you. It changes the space they create for you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with this awareness. You have stepped into a version of yourself that commands quiet respect. Stay till the end of this journey, because the next part will reveal what happens when realization turns into action. For now, understand this clearly. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a turning point. And you did nothing dramatic to cause it. You simply became who you were always meant to be. Something shifted the moment they realized they could no longer define you by your past. They tried to hold on to the version of you they were comfortable with. The one who tolerated delays. The one who explained too much. The one who waited for acknowledgement. But that version has quietly dissolved, and what stands in its place is something far more powerful. Don't skip this, because what happens next is the part they never anticipated. When awareness dawned on them, it was not loud. It was subtle. A pause in their thoughts. A second look at your recent actions. A recognition that you are no longer reacting the same way. And in that pause, they understood something that startled them in the most unexpected way. You are no longer available for the same patterns. That realization has hit them like a wave of clarity they cannot ignore. They see that you have refined your energy. You speak less, but your words carry weight. You move calmly, but with direction. You are not chasing outcomes anymore. You are aligning with purpose. And alignment changes everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a time when they thought your silence meant uncertainty. Now they recognize it as confidence. There was a time when they believed your patience meant hesitation. Now they see it as mastery. You did not announce your transformation. You embodied it. And embodiment is undeniable. They have started replaying conversations in their mind. Moments when you responded differently. Times when you chose peace over reaction. Instances where you did not defend yourself, because you no longer felt the need to. That composure has unsettled them in a surprising way. Because when someone grows beyond old expectations, it forces others to confront their own assumptions. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a revelation. You are not who they thought you were. You are more focused. More centered. More self-assured than they realized. And that changes the dynamic completely. Don't skip, because this next truth is rare. When someone finally understands your depth, they begin to treat your presence differently. They listen more carefully. They choose their words more thoughtfully. They approach you with a level of respect that was not there before. Not because you demanded it, but because you became undeniable. There is something about quiet evolution that carries authority. You did not seek validation. You did not try to prove your worth. You simply elevated your standards and let your actions speak. That kind of growth creates impact without effort. They see now that you are selective with your time, protective of your peace, intentional with your energy. And it has created a shift they did not expect. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with this awareness: you are no longer chasing recognition. Recognition is coming to you. This realization has sparked reflection within them. They are questioning their past perceptions. They are noticing how much you have matured. They are beginning to understand that your calm confidence is not temporary. It is permanent. Stay till the end, because the most powerful part is still unfolding. When someone recognizes your value after overlooking it, they often experience a quiet urgency. Not panic. Not fear. But urgency. A sense that they must recalibrate their approach. A sense that they cannot afford to misunderstand you again. That is where you are now. They see that you have clarity. They see that you are guided by intention, not impulse. They see that your boundaries are firm, yet respectful. And that balance has surprised them deeply. You are no longer reacting to what happens around you. You are choosing what aligns with you. That difference is everything. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a once-in-a-lifetime realization. You are stepping into your highest version without waiting for permission. You are not asking to be seen. You are being seen. You are not asking to be valued. You are being valued. And the most shocking part? You did not change who you are. You revealed who you have always been beneath the noise. Don't skip, because this next shift will define the next chapter. Now that they see your growth, they are adjusting their energy. They are becoming more attentive, more thoughtful, more aware of the space you occupy. Your presence now carries influence. Influence that comes from authenticity. Influence that comes from discipline. Influence that comes from self-trust. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this unfolding awareness. The discovery they made about you is not temporary excitement. It is a permanent change in perception. And perception, once shifted, rarely returns to its old form. They cannot unsee your strength. They cannot unnotice your confidence. They cannot ignore your evolution. And that realization is setting the stage for what comes next. Because when someone finally recognizes your true value, the future rearranges itself around that truth. And this is only the beginning. The air feels different now, doesn't it? There is a quiet tension surrounding you, not because something is wrong, but because something powerful has been recognized. What they just discovered about you did not fade after the first realization. It deepened. It expanded. It settled into their thoughts in a way they cannot shake. Don't skip this moment, because this is where everything becomes undeniable. At first, they were surprised by your growth. Now, they are studying it. They are observing how steady you remain. How composed you are under pressure. How you no longer bend yourself to fit into spaces that shrink you. And that awareness has created a shift they did not expect to feel so strongly. They are realizing that you have stepped into alignment. Not temporary motivation. Not emotional impulse. Alignment. You move with intention now. Your words are measured. Your presence feels grounded. You are not seeking approval. You are radiating certainty. And certainty has a gravity that pulls attention without effort. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There was a time when they believed you needed reassurance. Now they see that you have reassured yourself. There was a time when they thought you depended on their acknowledgement. Now they understand you depend on your own clarity. That realization has hit them like a quiet awakening. They are beginning to recognize that you are no longer influenced by opinions the way you once were. You listen, but you filter. You consider, but you decide. You care, but you do not compromise your core. And that level of self-trust changes the entire dynamic. Don't skip, because this next truth is rare. When someone witnesses your transformation without being invited into it, they feel the distance. Not a cold distance. A growth distance. The kind that forms when one person evolves internally and the world slowly catches up. They are catching up now. They are replaying your recent choices. The boundaries you calmly held. The conversations you ended with grace. The opportunities you declined because they did not align. Every one of those moments now makes sense to them. You were not withdrawing. You were refining. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a once-in-a-lifetime realization. You are no longer available for what does not match your vision. And that realization carries weight. Because now they understand that access to you is no longer automatic. It is intentional. It is earned through respect, through alignment, through understanding. You have become selective. Not out of pride. Out of clarity. Stay till the end, because the most powerful shift is unfolding right now. They see that your energy feels different. It is calm, but it is firm. Warm, but not overly accessible. Present, but not chasing attention. That balance is rare, and they feel it deeply. It has forced them to look at you differently. To approach you differently. To value you differently. Something huge is waiting for you because recognition is turning into action. They are adjusting their tone. They are choosing their words more carefully. They are reconsidering how they show up in your life. Why? Because they now understand that you are not the same person they once underestimated. You are elevated. And elevation creates perspective. From where you stand now, you see clearly. You see who aligns with your growth. You see who supports your peace. You see who respects your boundaries without resistance. And they know that you see. That awareness has changed everything. Don't skip this final revelation. The discovery about you is not just about your strength or your confidence. It is about your independence. The realization that you are complete within yourself. That you are not waiting to be chosen. You are choosing. That shift has hit them in a way that feels both surprising and humbling. Because when someone realizes you are no longer seeking their validation, they begin to seek your presence more intentionally. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you in the next chapter. Right now, understand this clearly. What they just discovered about you has not only changed how they see you. It has changed how they feel around you. And once feelings shift, nothing remains the same. This is the moment when realization turns into movement. They are no longer just thinking about who you have become. They are feeling it. And feelings, once awakened, do not stay still. What they just discovered about you has begun to influence how they act, how they approach, how they speak your name when you are not in the room. Don't skip this part, because the shift happening now is subtle but powerful. At first, it was curiosity. Then it became respect. Now it is something deeper, recognition mixed with a quiet urgency. They understand that you are not waiting in the same place anymore. You have moved forward internally, even if externally everything looks calm. And that internal movement has changed the entire story. They see that your silence is no longer an invitation to assume. It is a boundary. They see that your kindness is no longer unlimited access. It is a gift given with awareness. They see that your presence is no longer predictable. It is intentional. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this realization. There was a time when they thought they could return whenever they wanted and find you unchanged. But now they sense the difference. You are still you, but refined. Still warm, but discerning. Still open, but aligned. That alignment is what surprised them the most. You are not reacting to their discovery. You are not adjusting your growth to make them comfortable. You are continuing forward. And that forward motion has hit them like a truth they cannot ignore. You are stepping into a version of yourself that does not look back for approval. Don't skip, because this is where the energy truly transforms. When someone realizes they misjudged your depth, they begin to value your time differently. They begin to understand that your attention is not something to take lightly. They begin to recognize that your evolution is real, and it is ongoing. They feel it when you speak. They feel it when you pause. They feel it when you choose not to engage in what no longer aligns. What they just discovered about you has hit them like a mirror reflecting their own growth back at them. Your transformation has inspired reflection. Your confidence has sparked awareness. Your clarity has created a new standard. And standards change behavior. Something huge is waiting for you, because when perception shifts at this level, doors begin to open quietly. Conversations take on a different tone. Opportunities feel closer. The energy around you becomes lighter, yet more focused. This is not coincidence. This is alignment meeting recognition. Stay till the end, because the most powerful part is still unfolding. They are beginning to understand that your value does not fluctuate based on attention. It does not increase or decrease based on someone's opinion. It has always been steady. The difference now is that it is visible. And visibility changes everything. You are no longer explaining your worth. You are embodying it. You are no longer asking to be understood. You are being observed with new eyes. That shift has created a new chapter. A chapter where your peace is protected. A chapter where your boundaries are respected. A chapter where your growth is acknowledged. Don't skip this final revelation. What they just discovered about you has not only changed their perception. It has elevated your position in their life. You are no longer an option taken for granted. You are a presence recognized. And here is the truth that feels almost once in a lifetime. You did not force this moment. You earned it by becoming consistent with your highest self. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you just beyond this realization. Right now, the shift is clear. They see you. They understand you. And they know, deep inside, that you are not the same as before. You are more. And this time, they cannot overlook it.